Hi Esther. I've just decided to take this opportunity, just look at your games and just maybe review, give you a few highlights from what you may want to improve on in your games when you're playing. Okay, so without much further ado, here goes. So in this first frame, it was VM to brick, and with VM's game, I just want you to understand his posture is just the way he's very, very settled when taking the shots. Okay, now he's not made a ball on the break. And we just need to try and figure out what to do here. Now, one thing you'll notice very quickly is that you need to scan the whole table and not simply just the ball which you're going to play. So as you can see, um, there are balls on the upper hand. You can see the black is definitely in the center, which is a good thing. So you need to look out for problem balls, and those are balls which are together. So even when you're deciding to go for stripes, as you've done, you need to look in the center and see where each of them will go. And really, the of essence is just trying to see where each ball will go. Like you can see, the red ball, which is at the top corner, is blocked by the stripe. So in choosing stripes, that's a very good option because you know guaranteed if you picked spots, it'll be difficult for you to get a run out where you're actually going to the red last. So carrying on, so you've gone down on your shot and now you're taking it. So most of the time I also comment on just how what you do when you're playing, especially typically when you're playing, because I've noticed your cue stick moves upwards, which can also affect the stability of your shot and even like whether you're shooting straight or not. So in this case, I think VM decides to just play that stripe, and then again the ball has come. So one thing, you need to scan the whole table, not just the balls which are easy to pot. Okay, so just watch and study. Look at how whether your body is aligned and how many parts of your body are moving. And also notice even there that your cue stick went up. So try as much as possible to keep the cue stick on straight and level until the ball has gone into the hole. Like watch how VM does it. Okay, even on that shot, he did it very well. He was poised, and the cue stick did not shoot up because it affects your shot and when you do that. And then also watch how he's trying to be stable. In here, it's only his elbow that is moving. His elbow downwards. Okay, your body needs to stay stationary when you're playing. So that's one pointer which is important to see. Also, your bridge hand moves. You can see it's even moving even until now. So it's good to take care of that as well. So now here you're hooked on the two ball, but it is yours. So what you're playing is actually correct because you don't have many options. Okay, so that was a good shot. Yeah, you can see your cue stick moved up. Okay, it moved up again. So at least I think you've taken that point. So we look for the next corrective point to make. Just note how VM puts, once he plays, his cue stick stays there. And that is normally what you're trying to look for. Yeah, you see that? His cue stick stays there. It doesn't point up at all. Okay, so waiting for the next point of reference. So here, as your opponent is playing, again, it's also good to see where you can delay the game a bit for them. And really, the key point is going to be at the very top, at the very top of the table. So even now, as you're coming down, you need to now think and say, okay, which one am I going to play next? And then at least at your level, you should try and play to pot as you think about your next shot. You don't have to plan like 3 or 4 balls ahead, as I normally say. Just what will you do after potting that one, right? So right now in your mind, you should just be seeing the balls which you have and the ones which are the easiest to put. Right now, he's not left with many options. And this is another thing. When you're not left with many options, you're supposed to basically just make a legal shot. You play a ball to knock the cushion. Okay? So That shot you played is actually quite good. And again, it's also a legal shot, as I was mentioning earlier. So now you'll see him here is just playing. He's not playing to pot. He's just playing to touch the cushion and then have a continued game. So, so here you can see, I would say maybe one point to improve here is just to make, before you take your shot, you make your elbow and your wrist perpendicular to the way you're standing. You can see here they're an angle, so it's just a point to note over there. So carrying on. So right now the only problem you have is really the balls which are down here on the bottom left, and the black ball, but one ball at a time. So let's see what you do here. Just take any ball, because right now the only ball you have to pot is not that one. So the standard one would have just been to improve the position of the blue striped ball. And if you look at that shot again, the cue stick went up, so it doesn't help you align and properly take it. You can see the VM plays his shot here, keeps the cue stick straight, okay, and down of the table. Very, very important. So now his strategy, I think, is playing out, because he's going to open up for black right now, or eventually come up for it, right? This is difficult for him because the ball on the other opposite side, it'll be difficult to get back, but let's see how he does it. So it was a draw. Yeah, clearly that was misplayed, and it was because of the previous ball. What he intended to do is to play it, and then it goes around the black. But now VM is normally a good straight shooter, so normally you expect him to make this, but I don't know if he made it even. Let's see. Normally he pots those ones, yeah. So I think your 10 ball was also there. So let's see how this progresses. If I'm not wrong, this must have been the game where um, you cleared that ball. And I noticed also as well, when you clear the balls, at least your cue stick is more poised. I'll show you another game you played where the way you played it all the way to the end was correct. Yeah, so try and avoid keeping that cue stick going up. I think that one is a point which is going to be consistent across. Yeah, you see the way he did his very, very smooth stroke. And what that does is it prevents you from punching at the ball. It's just supposed to be a smooth swing, okay? So the way you played here was good, because you made an unbelievable pot over here, potting the long ball, and now this one gave you a winning chance in the game, because now all the ball you're going to shoot next is actually touching the cushion, and you can actually slide it and block the black, which is exactly what you did here. And that was a very, very good attempt. That was very well played. Now, what what he should have done at this point, just strategically speaking, he should have actually knocked the black, either to put it next to your ball over there, or just make it touch the cushion, then give you a harder shot. Now here he played badly, and I think he played the black into your ball, and thereby making it a foul, which is two shots. Okay, so let's see how that went here. In fact, even if you're playing against any other player, even if it is Bashir, this shot is very difficult. There's no way what VM tried to achieve was going to happen, in that there's no way that black ball is going through past the 10. So what you should have done is what I was talking about earlier, meaning to place it somehow on the cushion like the DKY would play it. You just touch the black a bit and place it on the cushion, such that the same configuration is still there after you play the shot, but not necessarily pot it. Okay? And here I think everyone was rooting for you. You can even see the other table how guys have stopped to watch the game. There. Now this is a winning position. So this is something else I want you to understand about everything that happens here. When someone fouls, okay, when someone fouls and it's your turn to play, always know that you have two shots. Okay? So don't waste the first shot. Always either try to set or try to determine what you will do, including carrying the ball. And that is something which we all knew, because we all thought you're going to go and place it right behind the black and pot. But it's a lesson just like any other, that when you have that kind of chance, you take it. Okay? In fact, Podge even pointed where you're supposed to put it. But I think you decided not to. And there's another thing. There's another video I'll send you on how to place that ball so that it goes in. Because even now you had another shot here, and I think there's where this ball went and knocked the cushion and didn't go in means that you cut it too thick, meaning you hit the ball fuller than it should have been hit. So I'll show you. Actually, over here, the way you're supposed to aim it is just look at the side of the white that you want to touch the black, and then the ball goes in. So if you look at the way you played it, it went and hit the cushion and then you missed, right? So here it's more of aim with the side of the white, and that ball will always go in. But if you aim with the cue ball from the center, then it will create a problem. So let's just see how. I mean, we all know how the game went, I think. Now here again, this this where it would be good if you also had an extension on your cue. There are guys even like I can show you my cue stick has three parts, so you could have either borrowed one of them and then shot with it so that you don't have to stretch too far. But yeah, this one was normally a sure a sure bet, if I so to speak. Yeah, even that where you're standing would have actually worked. But the best one would be to sit on this other side, to sit on this other side, like what these guys are showing you. So I think it's a good video because you get to see everything which could, and all the possibilities which are there. But that one you're shooting, you're too fast, so it's very hard once you've extended the cue for you to control, and that is why that happened. That is why that happened. But lessons galore. So let's go on to the next game, I think.